So let's get started. Yeah, I think there are still some people coming later. Yeah, but it's about time, so let's get started. They can catch up later. Okay, how's everyone doing today? Good? Nice, good to see everyone here and really appreciate and glad to see you guys here.
We feel much better. We start coming here.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not paying you to say that.
All right, and before we start the talk, I have a few questions I would like to ask you guys. So anyone right here enjoys stretching or like every other day or once in a while? You can put your hands up. That's good. Yeah, just keep doing that. That's also good for you. Yeah, and how many of you still feel tight or sore after stretching? Please keep your hands up. Yeah, so some of them. Yeah, so right here I have another way that could help you out, which is foam rolling, today's topic. And it's also the easiest way for you to support your spine at home. All right, and let's go through today's agenda. Oh, and by the way, so this talk is not sponsored by any foam rolling company. So it's all my honest and true words. All right, so first I'm gonna introduce what foam roller is, and also why you all need it, and the effects and benefits of it, and how it connects to what we do here at Chiropractic, and also how to use it. And also I'm gonna compare it with stretching. And at the end, we're gonna do closing and raffle. And that's the excited moment because we're gonna draw out the lucky winner. Only one winner will get this beautiful roller. Yeah, so this is, yeah, but it's very useful. Yeah, and this is the color of the year because this matches your iPhone 17. Yeah, but I would recommend you use this more than your phone. Yeah, yeah, it's better for you. Okay, next one. Okay, first let's talk about what foam rolling is. So in easy words, it's just a self-muscle and tissue release using the compressive and rolling forces. And we have different types of roller. We have the standard one, we have the roller with more spikes, roller that vibrates, and the roller with the spinal groove. Okay, so when I'm talking about foam roller, I'm not referring to this kind of roller. Yeah, so this one is like a smooth surface. This is also good, but when I say foam roller, I'm referring to more like this one, the one we're drawing out today. So with the ridges and with the bumps. Okay, and here are some examples. So the top left right here, this I will call it a standard roller. And the top right here, this one is the roller with more spikes. So kind of look like this one. And sometimes they are firmer. And then the bottom left, this one is the roller that vibrates. So this is a pretty good tool, but it's usually pricier. So it's ranging from like $50 to like up to $200. Yeah, but if you can afford it, I would say go for it. Absolutely. Okay, the bottom right, this one is with the spinal groove. So you can see the indentation in the middle, and that's where your spine should sit in. And this one, I only recommend you do it at the mid-back. And don't do it at the neck and lower back. The reason is because we don't have much support from the ribs like we do at the mid-back. And when you do it, please do it gently. So nothing should pop or crack. It happens sometimes, but if it happens too often, like every time, just let us know. Okay, so when you roll on your mid-back, make sure to be gentle. And right here, the spinal groove is where your spine should sit in. So we only recommend this to someone who has a straighter mid-back. So if your mid-back looks like this, you're gonna roll it out of the groove. And that's not good because our spine is so delicate. So please don't put direct pressure on top of it. Okay, so these two are my own rollers. So this one is the smaller one, it's softer, and I'm gonna pass it down, you guys can press on it. And this one is the spikier one. Oh, and it says extra firm right here. Yeah, you can feel it. Okay, and then let's keep moving on. All right, and next we will talk about why everyone needs foam rolling. So first of all, very important, because we are all living creatures, so we all move. So anyone here that doesn't move? That's right, we all move. Oh, Nicole? Of course you move. Yeah, so we use our body and muscles every day. So your body adapts to what you do the most in your daily life. So not only your joints, but also your muscle and tissue need to be taken care of. And if you feel stiff all the time, even after stretching, so that means we should do something different. Okay, and if you feel tight, sore after workouts, or if you sit all day for your work, or if you sit in the car or in an airplane for long rides. So here's the summary of the effects and benefits of foam rolling. Okay, I also provide the studies to support each of them. So first, it's going to improve your body awareness. So that means you're moving better. You have better control of your body. That means you have a better proprioception. So I'm going to explain that in detail later. And then it's going to increase your range of motion so you can move freely. And it's going to decrease your pain and soreness so you can live with less pain. And it's going to increase your healing and recovery speed so you heal faster. And this does not affect your strength. So it's a very good tool for you to do it before exercise for warm-up. And this is my favorite part. So it's very cheap. Yeah, so like a standard roller like this, usually it's ranging from $20 to $30. And then you can find it, thank you. You can find it on Amazon or in Target, Walmart, or even Dick's Sporting Goods. Just, they're everywhere. Yeah, so don't tell me you cannot afford it. Yeah, because if you can afford your life in the Bay Area, you can definitely afford a foam roller. And this is a really good investment. All right, next one.
And it's hollow, so it amplifies your iPhone 17.
Oh, yes. Yeah, very good tool. Yeah, so when you do it, you can also listen to music at the same time, watch videos or TV, whatever you like. Yeah. Okay. And how are we going to achieve all the good stuff from the last page? I'm going to show you how. So first, let's talk about proprioception. So this is a pretty cool word. Has anyone ever heard of it before? Oh, good, good, nice. Okay, so proprioception in easy words is the GPS of your body. So it tells your brain where body parts are when you're not looking, when you're with your eyes closed. So there's a good way to show you guys. So I'm gonna demonstrate it first, and then you guys can try it. Okay, so gonna open your arms like this, and then let's have you close your eyes, and then try to put your hands, your palm together, align your hands together. So if you can do it perfectly, that means you have a good proprioception of your arms. Yeah, so the middle row, you guys can stand up, and then the 2 rows, you guys can stay seated, and then you guys can all try it. Yeah, so the middle row doesn't hit the people on the side. Yeah. Good. Yeah, so you guys are doing pretty good. Nice, nice. Okay, so I see some people that need some help. Yeah. Okay, but how does our body do that? How do we get the information? Because we have these tiny sensors throughout our body from your head to toes. And they're constantly sending information to your brain, to your nervous system like this, and telling you what the body parts are doing. And with foam rolling, it's just gonna wake them up more, so that means more information sent to your brain. So that means you have better control and better body awareness. So that means you move better, smoother, and more coordinated like this. And in our muscles, we have kind of like a safety sensors. So they will limit your motion when they feel threatened. So especially when you overuse it. Let's say you have a long day of work, things like that. Okay, and with foam rolling, oops, wrong way. Okay, so with foam roller, it's just gonna tell your nervous system that it's okay to relax. This muscle is safe because that applies to slow and steady pressure. So you will have happy muscle, so you can see happy face. And when you feel pain, that means the pain sensors are sending signals to your brain. And in order to decrease the pain, we have pressure sensors in our body. So with foam roller, it's gonna activate the pressure sensors. That means it sends calming signal to your brain and nervous system. And then you can live with less pain because it's gonna decrease the pain sensation. So you can see the rainbow in your head, happy rainbow. Okay, and foam rolling is just gonna increase your circulation. So circulation actually is very important because that means you have a better healing ability. So why is that? It's because blood is the only thing that's gonna take the nutrients that you eat from your food to the target area that needs healing. And it's also the only thing that can take the dead cells and then the waste away from that area. So let's just imagine you have a little paper cut at the tip of your finger. So how do we heal that? So we need the blood to bring the materials that we need and also nutrients to this area. And then also take the dead cells and scar tissues away. Yeah, so circulation is very important. Okay, and next we talk about the connection between foam rolling and chiropractic. So chiropractic helps your joint motion, joint movement. And then foam roller helps your tissue movement, tissue motion. And they work together with each other. So if one is restricted, the other won't hold. So that means when we do a pretty good adjustment on your body, but if your body is pretty stiff, it's not gonna last for too long. We made the changes, but it's not gonna last. So when we see you, we like to see you have a good body tension and then also tissue tension. Okay, and if you don't address the stiffness early, your body compensates. And over time, that small tightness is gonna turn into injuries and speed up degeneration. So we talk about that a lot in our office. So let's look at this one. So degeneration is just something we will develop as we age. That's a normal process. But we don't want this to happen too early or progressing too fast in your life, and especially in your spine, because we have the nervous system inside. Okay, so left side is a good spine, what it looks like. And then the right side, you can see the thinning of the discs and also the bone spurs are trying to grow out. So when this happens, it's just gonna press on a lot of other stuff, and that produce inflammation. And over time, it's just going to turn into arthritis. And at that point, people won't be able to move freely. Like walking is also a problem. And you won't be able to enjoy the things that you like to do in your life. Yeah, so that's pretty sad. All right, and let's talk about where to start. So I would recommend you start with the legs first. The reason behind it is a lot of people are having lower back issue or hip or knee issues. And oftentimes, partially is from the muscle imbalances in your legs. Okay, so we're looking at this from the back. So we can start from the calves, which is the back of your lower leg. So the purple area. And then we can move up to the hamstrings. So it's the blue and green area. And then we can move up to your glutes. So it's the red and pink area. And how do we do that? So the bottom two are showing us how to do it on your calves. So basically you kind of like sit on a floor and then you put your leg on top of it, kind of like this, and then just roll back and forth. Yeah, so you don't have to do the whole thing at the same time. You can break it down into sections, like 3 sections. And when you roll, when you found like a pretty tight spot, you can stay right there for longer. Or you can kind of like roll side to side like this. Okay, so if you are a tough guy, if you feel like you're pretty tough, this is too easy for you, you can change into this one. So you put one leg on the other, and then you can lift yourself up from the floor because that increases the pressure. Okay, so for the hamstring, it's just gonna be similar with these two. So you just put the roller on your hamstrings like this. And for your glutes, you just basically sit on the roller. So you can put the side that you're rolling, the ankle, on the other knee. So also roll back and forth. And you might feel sore, pain, or a little warmth. But if you feel too much numbness, tingling, please stop and let us know. And you can also kind of like turn to the side 45 degrees and roll the side of your hip, your glute. And then the top two are showing us how to do it on your quads, which is the front of your thigh. So this one is also recommended, but let's start with the back first, and then you can move it to the front. Okay, and so far, any questions? Anyone? All good? Okay. Oh yes, Nicole.
How long do you do it?
Oh yeah, right here, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay, cool.
Great, good student. Okay, so for warm up, usually we recommend 30 to 60 seconds on each muscle group. And you can just use low and moderate pressure. So for recovery, you can do up to 1 to 2 minutes, and usually after exercise or after a long day of work. And you can do slower rolling or with more holds. Okay, so this page is very important. You guys are welcome to take photos if you need to. So this one is the precautions and where not to use, very important. So if you have recent fractures or open wounds, or if you have blood vessel issues like varicose veins or hardening of the arteries, please avoid these areas. And don't do it directly over the pregnancy abdomen. And try to avoid neck and direct lower back pressure. We talked about that earlier because your spine is so delicate. And don't try to stand on it. So there's a real life story. So this is pretty sad. Yeah, so my mom, she tried to stand on it to train her balance. That's not a good idea. So unfortunately, she fell and then she broke her wrist. Yeah, and took her like 3 months to recover. So it's not worth it. So if you have a different way, we have a lot of different ways to train your balance. So please don't stand on it. Yeah, and she didn't tell me she was gonna do that. Yeah, I would have told her not to. Yeah, and at the end, there should should not be any popping or cracking. So please don't force it when you do it on the spine. But sometimes it happens. Yeah, but if not frequent, then that's okay. Okay, so this one you guys are also welcome to take a photo, because this one is the comparison between stretching. So they both have a pretty good effect on range of motion. But foam rolling is just better. So before exercise, it's better to do foam rolling than stretching. And then it's not gonna decrease your strength. So long stretching, long holds might decrease your strength, and that increases the chance of injury when you exercise. Sorry. And it shows a better effect on decreasing pain and soreness. So I would say foam rolling is a pretty good tool, because a lot of patients have been asking me, what's the difference between stretching and foam rolling? And can I just do stretching? And I would say, no, I think foam rolling is a better tool for you, because there's lower risk to do it wrong. And the stretching I'm referring to right here is static stretching, which means you kind of like hold in a position for a while. That is static stretching. This is not recommended before exercise. But dynamic stretching, which maybe you walk like this with your knees up, this one is recommended before exercise. It's also pretty good. Okay. All right, so, oh, you mean dynamic?
Yeah, what would you say would be like the main reason that it's better to do the dynamic versus the static?
Oh yes, so static stretching will kind of like activate the kind of like, what's that, the safety sensor in the muscles. So if you stretch for too long, overstretch, it's gonna tighten up instead. But the dynamic stretching is gonna wake up the sensors in the body, the other sensors, so you'll have better control of your body. Yeah, so it's more recommended like before exercise. Yeah. Okay. All right, and then here's a case I'd like to share with you all. So this patient is a 40-year-old female, and she's been in a car accident. So her symptoms are neck pain, and then upper back, shoulder tightness, and then lower back pain. So as you can see on her x-rays, she has some like structural misalignment issue, and we've been working on that. So she's getting better and better every day. But just at the point, she still had some like shoulder tightness or upper back tightness. And then I just taught her how to do foam roller around the shoulder blade area. And then just after a few weeks, she didn't feel the pain anymore. Yeah, so it's kind of like one case that benefits from foam roller a lot. And then this is her review for us online. So the people that see us know that we are not like traditional chiropractors, just pop all your joints in your body and then send you on your way. So we do a very detailed work. We look at your x-rays, and then we work with all the individuals separately, differently. And this is for me, so I like to assign homeworks to all my patients. So all my patients know that. Yes, but they are good homeworks, so it's not like the homework that you get from your school, from the teacher. Yeah, these are like the good knowledges I would like to pass down to you guys, and then you can be benefit from now to the rest of your life. Okay, and and one more thing. So this patient also benefits from foam roller a lot. Yeah, and she has been doing it every day since. Yeah, so you can read through his story right here later. Okay, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, so let's talk about what you have learned today so far. So right now you know what foam rolling is and different types of rollers. And then why everyone needs it, the reason, and all the good things about it. And then you know where to start, so you can just start it tonight. And then what and where not to do. There's the real life story, and also the cautious area. Please don't do it. Okay, and then this is the final takeaway for today. So it's a really good tool that you can use for taking care of your spine at home. And also it's very cheap, and it's very effective. All right, and here are the references that I use. So if you guys are interested, you can take a photo and look into the studies. Yeah, and when you do foam rolling, you can. Some people tell me, Dr. Morris, I don't have time to do it. I would say you definitely have time. You only need like 5 minutes. And then you can do, at the same time, you can watch TV, listen to music, listen to podcasts, anything you want. Yeah, but eating is not recommended. Yeah, don't eat and do foam rolling at the same time.